Hi students, in this session I'll discuss about hydrologic cycle. Hydrologic cycle is nothing but the water movement. The hydrologic cycle, you can see on the screen how the water is moving upward and forming the clouds and coming again and reaches the earth in the form of precipitation or rainfall, and the water is flowing downward is called as runoff. Some percentage of water is percolating inside the earth is called infiltration. Infiltrated water touches the groundwater and groundwater becomes saturated with the aquifer. Aquifers are nothing but the zones. These zones are having the water moisture content in the rock, and the runoff water touches the flows in the form of stream, and these streams connect to the nala, and nala connecting to the rivers connects to the ocean. In this process the river feeds the water to the ocean, hence the ocean water quantity increases, and in ocean we can find the huge quantity of water, so we can expect more evaporation due to the heat energy, solar energy. When the evaporation takes place, this will move upward at maximum height, and cloud forms, and clouds moving in the atmosphere, and due to the condensation the clouds uh, will convert into the water rainfall and touches the earth, falls on the earth. This is how the water is moving over the land, is called as hydrological cycle. The hydrological cycle is the descriptive term applied to the general circulation of water from the oceans to the atmosphere, to the ground, and back to the oceans again. The cycle may be considered to begin with the water of the oceans. Water from the ocean surface is evaporated into atmosphere. The vapor is condensed by various processes and falls to the earth as precipitation. Some of this precipitation falls directly on the ocean, and some falls on the land surfaces. A portion of that falling on the land is retained temporarily in the soil, in surface depressions, and on vegetation, and on other objects, until it is returned to the atmosphere by evaporation and transpiration. Another portion runs off from the ground surface into the streams and is returned to the ocean. Still, another portion percolates into the ground and joins the groundwater, which also slowly finds its way to the streams as groundwater flow. However, some portion of the groundwater which percolates the great depths appears after long intervals as springs. Artesian wells and geysers. Further, the entire quantity of water that reaches the stream does not flow directly to the oceans, because throughout its travel, a portion of it returns to the atmosphere by evaporation and transpiration, and some portion seeps into the ground. The hydrologic cycle provides groundwork upon which the science of hydrology is based. This cycle continuously keeps a balance between the waters of the earth and moisture in the atmosphere. It is represented by the following simplified relation: P is equal to R plus E plus S. P is precipitation, R is runoff, E is evaporation, and S is storage. So, what is precipitation? Precipitation is one of the main phases of the hydrologic cycle. It includes all moisture that reaches the Earth's surface in liquid or solid form due to the condensation of the atmospheric vapor. The principal forms of the precipitation are rain, snow, sleet, hail, mist, dew, and frozen dew. Out of the various forms of precipitation, a major part of precipitation occurs in the form of rain, and a minor part occurs in the form of snow. The forms of precipitations: drizzle, rain, glaze, sleet, snow, snowflakes, hail. And next is evaporation. This is a main process in the hydrologic cycle. It is the process of change in the state of water from liquid or solid to vapor due to the transfer of heat energy. The water is continuously evaporating from the wat- the water is continuously evaporating from the water surfaces of natural and artificial reservoirs, lakes, ponds, streams, etc., snow and soil surfaces, and also from the surface of vegetation. The water consists of large number of molecules. These molecules are constantly moving with some velocities in different directions. Again, the molecules are attracted to each other by some forces. It is found that the molecules near the surfaces are easily detached from the water surface due to the temperature and can easily escape into air as vapor. Thus, the molecules from the water surface constantly leave their positions and the other molecules take their place. This process of evaporation is clearly explained in the with some law, the Dalton's law of evaporation. And the next process in this hydrologic cycle is evapotranspiration. Transpiration is the process by which the moisture absorbed by the roots of the plants and circulated through the plant body returns back to the atmosphere as water vapor breathed out by the stomata of the leaves of the plants. Since transpiration is easily uh, the since transpiration is essentially the evaporation of water from leaf cells. The rate of transpiration is also influenced by all the factors which affect the evaporation. Thus, high temperature, low humidity, and strong wind all tend to increase transpiration. However, in addition to these factors, transpiration is also affected by a few other factors such as the available sunshine, available soil moisture, type and extent of plant growth, etc. The land surfaces, which are partially covered with vegetation, lose moisture simultaneously through evaporation from the land surface and through transpiration from vegetation. As such, the common practice is to estimate the combined loss of moisture from the land surface through evaporation as well as through transpiration. This combined loss of moisture from the land surface is known as evapotranspiration or consumptive use of water. The term evapotranspiration is defined as the total volume of water per unit area used by the vegetal growth of a given area in transpiration and building of plant tissue and that evaporated from adjacent soil or intercepted precipitation on the area in a specified time. Factor affecting of evapotranspiration. The first factor affecting for evapotranspiration is evaporation from the soil. Second is temperature. Third is wind velocity. Fourth is relative humidity of air. Fifth is precipitation. Sixth is daytime hours. Seventh is intensity of sunlight. Eighth is soil type topography. Ninth is type of crop. 10th is cropping pattern. 11th is length of growing season. 12th is stage of the growth of the plant. 13th is amount of foliage of plants. 14th is nature of leaves of plants. 15th is method of irrigation. 16th is quantity of irrigation water applied. 17th is quantity of readily available soil moisture. The next process included in the uh, hydrological cycle is infiltration. So, what is infiltration? Infiltration is the process by which water enters the surface strata of the soil and moves downwards to join the groundwater. This water first replenishes the soil moisture deficiency and the excess water moves downward to become a part of the groundwater. The rate at which the water actually infiltrates through a soil at a given time is known as infiltration rate. So, what are the factors affecting the infiltration capacity? Texture of soil. In coarse grained texture of soil like sand, the water infiltrates very quickly, but in fine grained texture of soil like clay soil, the water infiltrates very slowly. Second factor is condition of soil surface. Third is soil moisture content. Fourth is type of vegetative surface cover. Fifth is soil temperature. Sixth is agriculture. Seventh is the presence of entrapped air. So these are the steps involved in the hydrological cycle. Thank you.